Welcome back, my name is Carrie, and today I've got a double wide project update. I've had a few people asking for an update but have been holding off because right now we're pretty much at a standstill with about 8 days of work to get the home done. In a normal year, this home would be done about 14 days after delivery, but welcome to 2021 where normal is for everything to be about as far from normal as possible, if that makes sense. This setup could be on track to be a Guinness World Record for longest in history. So let me explain what's going on because I think it'll apply to the entire new home market and could be a sign of things to come. This year, I've been commenting on things affecting the price of new manufactured homes as I see them unfold in my daily life. I've touched on building materials, supply, demand, and factory backlogs, all of which have been putting upward pressure on pricing. Well, it's time to add labor shortage to that list because it seems like right now everywhere you go, there's help wanted signs or adjusted hours because businesses are having a hard time finding enough people to work. Just this morning, I went to get a coffee from the drive-thru, and a company that used to be open 24 hours a day is now closing their restaurant at 2 p.m. and their drive-thru at 6 because they can't find enough people to stay open. The labor shortage is spilling into new construction and it's putting our double wide on ice for the time being. So we're about 8 days away from being able to add one home to the market supply, but until the setup guy we use is able to find someone to hire and finish a few jobs he's committed to before us, we wait. We aren't a massive outfit, and I realize one home isn't making much difference to the market in the grand scheme of things, but if you zoom out and realize it's a problem for other builders, mills, building supply stores, factories, and basically every company involved in the construction of a new home, it's a problem. With that being said, we have made some progress since the last update, so let's go look at what's changed, what still has to be done, and then I'll tell you what I think it means for the entire new construction market. Here we go. Here's the current situation at the double wide. So, quick scan of the property, show you what's going on. We've got a shed dropped off over there. It's going to be moved. Don't worry about the placement. We'll do a quick walk around the outside. I'll tell you what's going on, what's been done, what still has to be done, and then we'll duck inside. So you can see we've got the stairs on the front. It's skirted. We've made a few changes to the property itself, which I'll show you around the back. Now the ends still have to be done. So when a manufactured home shows up, because it's in two pieces, the ends aren't done. They get done on site. That still has to be done on this one. So we've built a little retaining wall over here. There's going to be a deck on the back, which hasn't been done yet, as you can see right off that back door. So I'm going to back up a little bit. And that wall is going to hold up where the deck's going. So that'll be a nice addition. It's kind of in the trees here, and this gets afternoon sun. So I think that location is going to be perfect. Now that the gas line is in, we can finish the rock going up to the front. We were waiting on that. That just came in last week. And then same story on the front. Still needs to be finished there. Just about slipped in the mud. Okay, let's go around to the front and we'll see what has to happen inside before this thing can go for sale. Well, it's looking pretty rough, but we're going ahead anyway because this is one of those Instagram versus reality moments and a good chance for me to point out a few things you might not have seen before. Like, see that drywall work on the corners of the windows? That's because the drywall cracked in transport and has to be fixed when the home gets to site. It's normal, but you might not have realized it actually happens. So we're going to look around and I'm going to point out a few things you might not know about because this is an unfinished home tour. This home was set up at another location but has been taken apart to be moved to this property. You can see the baseboards have been taken off anywhere there's a mate wall, which basically just means where the two halves join. So you can see on the floor, that's where the home comes together. And he's already done the drywall work on that join. But if you go through the living room, you got a nice view out to the yard, come down into the main bedroom. You might recognize that if you've been around the channel for very long. So you can see there were some cracks around the windows, all normal stuff, but it's usually fixed before you actually get to see it. Looks like it was a crack in the corner. Let's see if any of the tile has cracked. So this is the way the home will actually arrive most of the time. Not too bad in the bathroom. Depending on how far it goes, whether it's going on a dirt road or whether it's going to be on the highway will depend on how much damage is actually done in transport. So you can see it cracked up there. Go through to the kitchen. We don't have power. That's another thing we're waiting on. So this will have to be a tour almost in the dark. He's got his drywall stuff over here. This is the dining room. See, that wall didn't crack at all. And then through this way, we've got the family room, bedroom 1 and bedroom 2. So there's the joint again. It's been spray foamed, but the floor hasn't been put on just yet. A little bit of damage in here. So you see the finished product, but that's often not the way the home comes in. So this will be, if you're gonna buy a house, this will be good to see, because when it shows up on your property with cracks, you won't be surprised. This is the third bedroom that has 3 windows, view out to the street. The power's into the property. We're just waiting for them to flip it on because it has been hooked up to the house. We just don't have it turned on from the hydro company yet. This has been a really popular layout for us, and when we do get it done, I think it'll sell fast. It's just a matter of when at this point. We'll head back towards the kitchen, but this is the reality of what you can expect to see with a drywall double wide when it first arrives to site. There's cracks, there's drywall dust. It's not the finished product that you're used to, but it'll get there. But like I said, we don't have a timeline for that just yet because there is a definite labor shortage. What I'm going to do is head back to the office and I'm going to tell you what I think that means for the entire new construction market. As you can see, we are getting close to finishing this home, but for now, it's a waiting game until Herb's back to button things up. As soon as it's done, this home will go on the market and hopefully it'll put a microscopic dent in the buildup of demand in my area. I'm not sure if the labor shortage I'm seeing here is happening all over North America, but I am seeing updates from factories saying they're feeling it too. As always, if anything changes, I will let you know as soon as I know, but until then, it's going to be tough to get enough homes built to cool off demand, which I think will put continued upward pressure on new manufactured home pricing. That's the news that nobody wanted to hear, but I like to keep it real on my channel, and that's what I'm seeing in my market. That's all I've got for today. If you like manufactured home videos, make sure to subscribe to my channel because I've got new ones coming out every single week. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.